I really hoop. You know how we do. Welcome to the I Really Hoop podcast, the number one basketball podcast in Kenya. And today is a very special day because this is a new phase of the podcast. As you can see, this is a different studio. As you can hear, this might be a new voice. My name is Javan. I am the host of the I Really Hoop podcast. And we will now be hosted on the Shine FM studios in Daystar University at the river. And I'm very excited. Basically, we'll continue with the normal episode. So this is episode 26. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to I Really Hoop podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all our social media for the reels and all the viral clips. And also follow Shine FM and subscribe to Shine on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, and all the social media. So this is amazing. I am going to be having 3 co-hosts with me who are amazing people. Some are basketball all are basketball fans for sure. Some are basketball players. Yeah. And others are sports fans and it's just gonna be vibes on vibes. So I'd like them to introduce themselves. So guys, I'd want you to introduce yourself in this way. Tell me your name, if you like basketball, your name, if you love basketball, why you love basketball, your favorite player in the NBA and or Kenya and any other continent that you watch basketball in, and your favorite team in Kenya and in the NBA or whichever other league you watch. Oh, WNBA also. By the way, we have a lady here. That's why we needed her. Shout out to her. So yeah, we can get going.
Yeah, so hello guys, my name is Okot Presley. I'm one of the Shine FM staff members. I host a show called What's the Beef? Yeah, so basically that's what it is. My favorite team has to be the Denver Nuggets, the one and only Nikola Jokic. Yes, he's a 3-time MVP, but I don't know why the NBA has not awarded him his 4th MVP. I just do not understand why. Okay. Yeah, so my not even favorite, the best player in the world is Nikola Jokic. You guys can argue that. I don't know.
Okay.
And I have
something to say.
I just don't like the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
I don't like their star players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about me.
You said Jokic and Nuggets.
Yes, Jokic and
what about in Kenya?
In Kenya,
player and team.
Now you see, there's a big convo around it. But let me just be honest. In Kenya, I'll say NCT because that's what everybody says. I'll say NCT to be honest. Yes. Because that's what everybody says. Lakini, kuambia tu kweli, acha nichague tu NCT.
Okay, that's the Nairobi City Thunder for those who are unaware. Yeah, we can go to our lady over here.
So good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Mutai Ashley. I'm not only a basketball fan, but also basketball player. I actually play for Daystar Falcons.
Wow.
Point guard and also shooting guard. Yeah, that's position too. So my favorite team obviously has to be the Boston Celtics because ever since high school I've been fascinated by what's his name?
Jason Tatum.
Exactly, Jason Tatum, and also there's
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
So Jaylen Brown. I'm also fascinated by when it comes to the WNBA, Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
That is, she plays for
the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, Indiana Fever. I'm also fascinated by her.
Hey, nice one. Presley, I was thinking, was it the Connecticut Sun? Yes, Fever. Ball. Support women's sports. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, favorite. So you're a Fever fan in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh
yeah, I forgot to ask you, Presley, what's your favorite WNBA team and player?
By default, 4-time league MVP, back to back.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson, I mean.
Wow.
Yeah. So my favorite team in the WNBA has to be the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
And the one and only, the best player in the world, the best female player in the world, 4-time WNBA MVP, Asia Wilson.
You gotta agree with that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we can go to Conrad. Tell us. Last thing, I forgot to ask you all if you love basketball and why. So we can go with Presley and Ashley. You can tell us that.
Okay. So I remember I started basketball like how many years ago? Like some 5 years ago, I remember.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about basketball. Mona. So I mean, gonna shoot too.
Yeah.
Mona. But I started picking up basketball seriously 2022 now. Ndio nikaingia kwa team. I remember nilikuwa na a big body coach alinitupa tu pale kwa paint akaniambia enda tu box out.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about basketball then. Akaniambia tu check enda box out. Na hivyo ndio nikaanza baka yangu.
Okay, what position though?
At the time I was a power forward.
Power forward, amazing. And
right
currently?
Now, I'm a small forward right now.
Amazing. Okay, small forward here. We have a combo guard there with Ashley, the shooting guard and point guard. I myself am a shooting guard, although I know it was to play in a professional team and play as a point guard, although my handles are not as good. I'm a shooter. I love shooting. I love the art of shooting, especially 3-point shots. Yeah, so we can go to our final co-host, who is also the station manager of the sports department, sports manager of Shine FM. Yeah, so tell us your name, if you love basketball and why, and your favorite teams from Kenya. The NBA and WNBA, whatever you'll manage.
Yeah, so this is your boy Resident Yapa, Conrad Wambua. This is my first time in a space where I'm doing basketball content. My answers, I'm gonna just warn everyone, they're gonna sound like cop-outs, but you guys will bear with me for now. So before I even get to the teams and everything, the reason why I've really thought of into basketball, I think in high school, I used to be a keeper. So sometimes when I'd warm up or I'd have some free time, I'd play some basketball a bit. It's actually similar to Presley's story, really. And I think hearing what Presley just said means I should get in like, I'll give myself a few months and then I'll be in it. I really like the banter. I like the fact that, I mean, Instagram has also been trying to push basketball content to me as well, especially when it comes to the playoffs. I usually loosely follow it. I think in terms of favorite player, the first time I ever watched a basketball match to Celtics, it was a while back. I think the one player I can get off the top of my head is Isaiah Thomas. It was a while back. Isaiah Thomas. And then I got a few Kyrie Irving matches here and there. Currently, I cannot say a favorite player in terms of the women. I'm gonna say Madina Okot purely because of patriotism.
Let's go.
I just love it. I love the fact that we are out there. There's so many different people who are representing us. All I know is I don't know if I have a favorite, but I know who I'm not necessarily for, and we'll get into that conversation later. But OKC and Arsenal are in a bit of the same basket right now. They're a bit of what I've seen so far. There's two sides of the same coin. I've seen definitely clips of Caitlin Clark. Yeah, she gives me Steph Curry vibes. She's an amazing shooter. Very smooth, very slick. I just like the environment that basketball has. It's very similar to football. Bit of F1 with the timings, with the mad timings and MMA. So it's a pleasure, it's a privilege to be part of both I Really Hoop and just the basketball community. And by the end of the sem, I should be in it. I should be really, really in it by the end of the semester. Amazing. We'll be hitting you up. We tell you like everything, the games that are on there. So that was the first segment, just intros, getting to know guys. So today we'll have a few topics to talk about. First of all, the most important, I'll just give an outline. We'll discuss the NBA playoffs, the ongoing playoffs right now. And we are on the finals, which is tomorrow at 3:30 a.m. Kenyan time, Thursday. I hope everybody will be awake here.
Yeah. So we have that. NBA talk. In NBA, there's also Steph Curry getting a new shoe deal with Li Ying, which is a Chinese company. He's no longer a free agent because his deal with the Under Armour ended, and people thought he'd go to Nike, but he's gone there. Other news, of course, we'll briefly discuss the NBA awards. We have the MVP. We have the MVP.
The flopper.
Yes. Flopper SGA. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Guys.
Yeah. So basically all the awards: MVP, defensive player, all NBA teams, first, second, third, defensive team, coach of the year. We'll look into that. And then obviously the Basketball Africa League just ended on Sunday. So we'll talk about the winners, the RSSB Tigers from Rwanda beating 2024 champions Petro de Luanda, becoming the BAL season 6 champs, which was crazy. On to Kenyan news. We'll talk about the ongoing games, international friendlies by a team called Brave Hearts from Malawi, who have been facing Kenyan teams, both men and women. We'll talk about including Nairobi City Thunder, the Equity Hawks, Ulinzi Warriors, which was yesterday. Then today, as you can see, I'm rocking the Kenyan jersey, even though it's a football jersey. That's why I decided to wear this. I'll be wearing my usual Nairobi City Thunder one, that famous one. Yeah. So Brave Hearts, men and women, will be playing two Kenya national teams. Yes, they're calling it the Kenya Select. So I could guess that's the team B of the Kenya national team, or team C. Yeah, so that's some of it. And any other general talk on basketball currently, we will basically keep you guys posted. Remember to follow Shine FM everywhere. Link will be in the description. Shine FM on all social media, and I Really Hoop podcast. Just go to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You'll find it there. And we'll see you guys in a few after the music break. See you guys. So we are back. Yeah, so straight to business. The first thing we're going to talk about, the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals are coming. The playoffs have finished, are almost done. It's been crazy. The Eastern and Western Conference Finals were amazing. They were just wild. They were something else. So I even forgot to say I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan. My favorite player is Victor Wembanyama, the alien, the beast, the GOAT, the best player in the world. I don't know why SGA is given
at what? At 21?
22. The best player by the
way. All sports just have young best players, man.
It's crazy. In Kenya, my favorite player is Derek Ogechi. Shout out to him. He's come to the pod. And favorite team, Nairobi City Thunder. That's why I defend it in the WhatsApp group for the I Really Hoop fan group. We get into arguments with infamous, notorious Dennis Leritu of NBA Kenya. It's just crazy. He has outrageous takes. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a Thunder fan, and I just became one after the rebrand. I didn't really whatever, but for Spurs, I've been a Spurs fan since around 2015. I remember, because there's an aunt of mine, shout out to her, she bought a full kit jersey plus shorts for Spurs. And that time, Kawhi, the Claw, Leonard was in the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge was there. I think Ginobili was still there. Tony Parker was still there. So I was a Spurs fan. And then actually the first ever team I supported was the OKC Thunder. I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder.
Imagine. It seems like such a coincidence. Let me not even lie how it happened. I got into basketball in 2014 because my family told me, oh, you're tall. By the way, I'm 6'0". Yeah. How tall are you?
6'1", 6'0".
It was sure you.
I'm 5'3".
5'3".
Hey, 5'7". Me and Tom Holland like this. me and the best player in the world, Lionel Messi, we are the same height. We're the same height, 5'7".
For sure. So yeah, I was like, okay, I started playing basketball in Form 1 a long time ago. This was 2014. This is almost 12 years ago. That's when I was introduced. So I was like, okay, let me start watching. The first ever game I started supporting a team. It was the Washington Wizards versus the Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2014. It was like, okay, I'll be an OKC fan. That time KD was still there, Harden was there, Westbrook. So it was basically OKC, and then I went to Spurs, and then Lakers, and then back to Spurs. So yeah. This finals has before we even talk about the finals, guys, what just happened in that game 7? Actually, the whole series.
There's a certain another close to 7-footer that for his size, he was a bit of a ghost. I wonder.
7-footer, 8-footer. I've never seen nothing like
Who Chet?
No, Wemby, obviously.
No, I'm saying the ghost was Chet.
Yeah, the ghost.
The ghost was Chet.
Chet is like, I think,
How do you shoot
7-2.
He shot 2 the whole guy.
In the game 7.
Game 7. He had 0 in the second quarter.
The first quarter, literally, the first basket for KC was him, and then after that,
actually,
in the first quarter he had like 4, and then the second quarter he
nothing.
Like
third quarter nothing. Fourth quarter nothing. Game 7, eh?
Yeah, game 7.
Saka, yeah.
That's why, let me tell you that the same team at this point.
4 points and 4 rebounds in an elimination game. Can you imagine?
The Thunder should trade Chet Holmgren. He has no business being.
Oh my God.
Trade him for Presley.
For sure.
Checking. Yeah. Chet Holmgren has no business being. Has no business playing for the OKC. I don't understand why a second option player should record 4 points in the first quarter, shoot 50% in the first quarter, then anapotevo second, third, and fourth in an elimination game. And you're being paid over $35 million per year. Yeah. It cannot happen.
That's so crazy.
It was really embarrassing for the OKC.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
embarrassing.
There's a lot of discourse on his future, whether the OKC should trade him. Personally, I'm a big OKC hater because I think the OKC, oh my God, they gave me a lot of stress during this.
I just wanted SGA to go home.
Exactly. Actually, he didn't deserve the MVP.
Exactly.
He didn't.
You know,
he didn't.
As someone who was loosely just following in season before playoffs, I was a bit shocked because even for the casual like me, I was like, okay, all I hear was Wemby, and then as a casual, of course, you're like, okay, Jokic as well. But you ask, I'm like, okay, SGA, I'm like, okay, he's good. Elite, maybe even world class, but
he's good.
He's elite, and I think even there's an argument for him that game 7, apart from the flopping, which is insane, I feel like there's an argument for him that game 7, unlike Chet, he showed up a bit.
He went crazy.
He showed up, but I'm like, in terms of, especially, it's one of those things just in overall sports where you're like, is it the name you're giving, or are you giving the talent the MVP? Are you judging it based off of outside SJ's loud with fashion and everything? Are you just gonna give the talent? Because it's a sports issue these days that Wemby isn't going to go on social media and shout and whatever, but on the courts, I mean, we see it, which is insane, really. But I like the fact that it failed him. I think I saw game 1 when SJ was being awarded MVP. I saw the look on his face. I liked it. Maybe it had to happen. Maybe it had to happen.
It actually had to happen.
To see the Wemby we have right now, I think it had to happen.
Now, the funny part is, okay, fine. The funny part is, you see, the NBA works in such a weird way. The NBA does not reward you because you're the best player in the world. It rewards you because your team is winning, and your
You're
winning
the best
percentage,
player.
yes, and your winning
Yeah.
percentage is so high. You can be the best player in the world, like Nikola Jokic is arguably not even arguably, he's the best player in the world. But you see now,
right now,
he still is.
Right now, I think it's Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic actually, by the way, should have won the MVP.
He should have won, but you see now the NBA cannot reward Jokic because number one, his team is not winning. The organization behind the Denver Nuggets have not built behind Nikola Jokic. They're basically wasting that talent. There's no way you can be a six-time first round, what is it called? A six-time top 2 MVP candidate 6 years in a row. Alafu timu yako haikujengi.
That's just crazy. Ashley, your thoughts on the Western Conference Finals, that game 7. By the way, game 1. Oh my God! You just tell us how that series was for you.
Okay, the Western Conference Finals. Actually, it had me on the edge because it was really, really actually rooting for Spurs. Simply because I'm obviously a huge fan. Of Wemby, of not Williams. What's his name?
Champagne,
Harper.
Castle.
Castle. Yeah, them all. Game 1 was really a fantastic win because we had it, though we played it in.
Game 1. Game 1 was in Oklahoma.
It was in Oklahoma.
Game 2.
That game 1.
It actually inspired.
Crazy enough. Game 1 was better than game 7.
Yes.
To me.
So,
yes.
Because it went to double overtime.
That
game started. By the way, for those who don't know, listeners and those who are watching, basketball games in the NBA, a quarter is 12 minutes. There are 4 quarters, 12 minutes each. So technically, a game is 48 minutes, but it's a stopping clock, unlike football where it's a running clock, meaning when the ball goes out of bounds,
it's a dead ball.
The clock stops. So from 48 games can last up to 3 hours, 30 minutes. Like that game 1 started at 3:30 a.m. It ended
Around
at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And that time, for us Kenyan fans, some of us hadn't yet slept. So you're basically sleeping at 8 a.m. in the morning. But it was crazy. I was with my bro. One of the wildest shots he made was the 3-pointer.
Like half court.
Logo. It was a logo shot.
It was game 1.
The logo shot.
The logo shot was, I think, in game 5, 4 or 5.
I think 4.
Game 1 was when it was about like 3 minutes remaining in the regular time. So he basically made a deep 3. He made a deep 3, and that's basically one of the things that saved Spurs. And like that was the best game of his life. He had how many rebounds? He had like 41 points, 24 rebounds. He was just breaking records and records. Yeah, so that I feel like that game 1 was really crucial. And then we'll keep on ignoring the East.
Well, I almost completely. The only reason that I kept vague track of the East was because I used to hear about what if the Knicks ever win? What will New York look like? So I was like, okay, I just know it's a vague possibility, especially because I'm like, okay, fine, the East, whatever is happening in the East is happening, but if they finished it, they wrapped it up in 4. And that meant they have a bit of resting time. They have a bit of leeway to actually study Spurs during the remaining 3. I'm like, okay, as much as we've overlooked them and as much as I would say most people want Spurs to actually win the finals, I have a feeling us overlooking the Knicks might be an advantage to the Knicks.
Yes, 1,000%.
Because everyone is Wemby, Spurs, and I think it happens a lot. And you're like, and the Knicks are like, okay, no one's has attention. Let's give them a reason to pay attention.
Yeah.
And I might actually stay up. Okay, what I usually do for American sports, I'll just sleep and wake up at like 2. and then we see if I'll wake up.
I think that's the best thing. But no, for me, some of us get so busy and all that. I think the best thing, because now tomorrow, oh my God, and I have some work to do. So I think those ones who are listening, do this. The game starts at 3:30 a.m. Do minus at least 6. Do minus 6. 3:30 minus 6, that's 9. Try and sleep at 9:30 so that you have your 6 hours so that you're fully awake. Because now, if you fumble, me sometimes I fumble, I get busy. It's 1. I'm done editing or whatever it is. Sometimes even 2. I'm like, do I want to sleep for 1 hour, 30 minutes? I stay awake. Sometimes I sleep for 2 hours just to watch and then sleep again. Sometimes 2 hours only. Like, I'd say even today, I gone maybe 3 because like I was also following the WNBA Commissioners Cup that's going on. Those Las Vegas Aces were playing, Atlanta Dream were playing, there was Connecticut Sun. So yeah, so I'm just giving you guys tips. Today, Kenyan sleep at latest, let me just say 10 p.m. Wake up early. Yeah, wake up early. And yeah, for me, the East has been amazing in terms of the whole conference. The East, in the first round, crazy enough, the East started better. It was, they were going until game 7. The West, they were just sweeps. I remember Raptors. We went way back. I wish I would even pull the bracket. We started with the Raptors. There was Celtics, Nuggets. Yeah, so the Eastern Conference Finals was the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks, a sweep in the conference final. I don't think the last time I saw that happening. Cavs, oh my God. James Harden. Donovan Mitchell is pouring his soul out.
His soul out, yeah. And the problem is, my biggest problem has to be James Harden. There's no way to be a first ballot Hall of Famer and record points ni kama you're trying to get your way into the league. Umeona? Hakuna ule utatupatia 9 points. Manze na wewe ni Hall of Famer. Hakuna. 9 points bana games zote 7. Umeona? You know his average how many points for 7 games? I think 15. 15 points.
Yeah.
In all of the 7 games he played.
Oh my God.
It's all of the 4 games he played, I mean. It's so crazy, Joe. When I think about it, James Harden should not be dropping points. Ni kama he's trying to get his way into the league. The Cleveland Cavaliers should just move on from James Harden. Mitchell was fine alone where he was at before James Harden came along.
Interestingly, some guys now think the Cavs don't deserve Mitchell right now, that he should leave. But I think if he does, that might be over. Ivan Mobley was also really good. Yeah, he stepped up in some of that.
His first All-Star appearance this year.
So at the East, it's gonna be wild. So guys, I need you to tell us your predictions. For me, I see the San Antonio Spurs winning the NBA championship in game 6. Spurs in 6. Let's go, Presley.
Kabla tumalize, sindio?
I remember that's what I said for the Western Conference Finals, but we went to 7. I said Spurs at 6. So tell us.
My biggest fear is, okay, even if I get to that, there's this certain coach who Las Vegas Aces. Her name is Becky Hammon. So Becky Hammon was trying to say, Jalen Brunson is an undersized guard. And for him to lead a franchise like the New York Knicks, it was so hard for him. And I think she said this 3 years ago. Look at Jalen Brunson now. He's made the finals. Something the New York Knicks haven't done in how many years?
Since 1999.
Yes, 27
the
years.
year I was born.
Crazy. So it's even crazy when I think about it, because Jalen Brunson, New William say, you see those certain kids in school when they're so bright, but you never thought they'd make the big stage. Like so bright, but you never thought they'd make the big stage. So that's Jalen Brunson. And I feel like, the Spurs have to take them down, because if the Spurs take the New York Knicks down, number one, that will be a contract extension on Wemby. That's number one. He's already made the NBA first team, didn't you?
Yes.
NBA
He was
first
in the
team.
first team. The first team was Wemby, Cade Cunningham,
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic,
Yes.
Jalen Brown,
And the
Jalen
flopper.
Brown there, and the flopper.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jalen Brown was. We'll read the teams.
Jalen Brown has no business being a first ballot NBA first.
Yeah, actually, crazy enough, building on the contract issue, there was some new news about Wemby's contract. Let me just get it. Basically, he's about to get a huge deal right now. Wemby gets massive $251 million contract update before the NBA finals. $251 million contract before
That's
the finals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Itakuwa how many years?
I think they said 7 years.
7.
So it's so
251.
it's so crazy. 251. In Kenya, guys, that's 25 billion shillings.
Takuja
Kenyan shillings.
tulipigia kiasi, man.
Yeah.
It has you know what? What I really want to happen
Abaki na hiyo
with the
ingine.
Spurs is
Imagine.
if the Spurs win the finals, number one, I really want Wemby to get paid.
Yeah.
That should be upwards of $303 million.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the Boston Celtics paid Jason Tatum $316 million 5 years. Ya nini?
Yeah.
So angenipatia tu hiyo do.
Hey.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah. In fact, it's 5 years. It's the project is to start 5 years with a supermax language that can increase the deal to as much as $301 million. Yeah. So it could just increase depending on, how he's just gonna continue doing
I mean,
this while.
everybody knew Wemby was going to be a star. And come on.
What we used to fear, by the way, was injury risk. Guys used to always say, please just stay healthy. He's managed to be healthy. How many has he missed any game this playoff?
I don't think
He
there's
hasn't.
No.
Yeah, surprisingly he hasn't.
I really
He
hope
hasn't.
something freak doesn't happen. Like what I've just thought about. You guys have said injury, and I've immediately thought about Halliburton.
Yeah.
Immediately. That's where my head has
It's
gone,
so,
and I don't like it.
It's so crazy. His season went away like that.
It actually happened in the first game of the playoffs.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it was in the.
It was game 7.
It was in the final.
It was game
Final.
7.
Oh.
Was it in the final?
It was game 7.
It was in the final.
Actually,
Yes.
that's where as I'm trying to research with the NBA, I was
Just
watching
game 7.
starting 5. That's
Yeah.
where the season starts
Oh,
with starting
Netflix,
5.
yeah.
Yeah. It's game 7 and then they go.
Game
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, and SJ was guarding
was
him
like
when
game
it happened.
7, yeah.
That guy recorded 9 points in a record time of, I think, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, see, we're going home, I swear.
They were gone. Did you see how much Indiana dropped immediately got injured? Immediately. But
They've not made the playoffs. They finished. I don't know how far they finished, but in fact, let me just check standings right now.
for you conspiracy
The
theorists,
draft-
SJ was guarding him.
Yeah, the draft lottery SGA. I have a lot of beef with that man and the rest. Tony Brothers, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, and Tony Brothers will be one of the reps in the final.
Yes.
Now, the flopping was too much. So the Indiana Pacers, they were 14th. They were second last. This is a team that made the
finals last,
second last. And worst of all, in the draft lottery, they didn't win the draft lottery. It went to Wizards, the Washington Wizards. So this tanking did not help. 19 wins, 63 losses.
Wait, so just for context, how long is the season before playoffs?
Or the regular season.
The regular season.
Okay, it's 82 games.
That's 6
Somewhere.
months.
In my head, I was thinking
That's
84.
6 months.
In my head, I was like 84, but
About,
yeah, 82
6
makes
months,
sense.
yeah.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's gonna be very, very wild. These finals were so hyped. So we'll go to a short music break. When we come back, we'll talk about the all NBA teams, and then we'll proceed to the BAL and Kenyan basketball. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. See you guys in the next one. Welcome back to the I Really Hoop podcast on Shine FM 99.9. Make sure you are subscribed and listen to us. So guys, it's going to be a segment where we quickly review the all NBA teams. So for those who don't know, the all NBA teams means awards that are given to players and teams and coaches. Okay, basically what I mean is the NBA awards. It includes all NBA teams. These are journalists who vote for it, as well as media personality and coaches and everything. So there are a couple of awards this year, and of course we will start with the MVP. So the MVP for this year was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which was very bad that to happen. Why was Shai given the MVP? But we knew. So the first place was MVP. First place was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, aka SGA. Second MVP in a row. He enters a different league as one of the few players. I think about 10. Let me just say less than 15 have won 2 MVPs in a row. In a row is crazy. Shout out to him. He's a really great player, of course. I felt it should have gone to Jokic. Jokic came second. And then Victor Wembanyama came third. Many thought he should have come second. So, guys, tell me your thoughts. First of all, this is the one, like, I'll really need you guys to tell me what you think. Should he have won that MVP award or he should not have?
Okay, fine. Tuambiane ukweli. I absolutely think SGA siko bye, lakini nafikiria hiyo award ilikuwa yake, which is fine.
Yeah.
Maana sikatai. But now my problem is there's no point of you having a player who's been a 6-time top 2 MVP candidate 6 years in a row. Zikifuatana 1, 2, 3 hadi 6, ndio. Then you as the organization, you can't even build around this guy, and this guy gets eliminated in the first round. A first ballot Hall of Famer getting eliminated in the first round is crazy to me. I don't understand that. But also tena nikiongelea SJ, I mean, I don't like that guy, but it's fine. Nikiongelea SJ, I feel like the MVP was definitely his, basing on the fact that the NBA did not reward SGA because he's the best in the world. No. The NBA rewarded SGA because his team is winning number 1.
Yeah.
And he's got a higher percentage of winning in his team. And he led his team. Hizo zingine kama hazingekuwa, I mean, MVP ingekuwa ya Nikola Jokic. The only thing that's hindering Nikola Jokic from getting his 4th NBA MVP is his team is not winning. Unaona, hiyo tu, like hakuna kitu yenye hiyo kichana.
Yeah.
Like ni vile tu his team is not winning. Hiyo tu peke yake. Yeah.
Wow. Ashley, what do you think about the winners of those awards?
So first and foremost, obviously almost everyone, if you ask, wanted Wemby to be like awarded for the MVP.
Yeah.
But okay, it's not a shock that SGA,
apart from OKC fans.
Yeah. It's not a shock that OKC was rewarded as the MVP. It's 2025 stroke 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. But okay, SGA, with no doubt he is a good player, except for the flopping, which skin that out giving. Yeah, but in my opinion, I would have preferred Wemby. Wemby, yeah.
I think you see the reason why Wemby was not awarded, Pia, I feel like I wouldn't want to put it this way, but I just feel like the NBA felt he wasn't MVP ready.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how I can put it. The NBA felt like Wemby wasn't MVP ready to be awarded that MVP.
Yeah.
And here tunaelewa the NBA is a crazy business. I understand it. But also Pia, it's crazy how utanyima hiyo MVP alafu the first game you play you record 42 points and 24 rebounds against somebody whom you regard as for lack of a better word as your enemy.
Yeah.
Yes. So Wemby amechukulia Chet Holmgren kama his enemy, and I like that.
It was crazy. It was crazy. That duel was crazy. Crazy. Like I've never seen anything like that.
I mean,
What?
Wow.
And now you can imagine. Oh, by the way, before you even continue the awards, what do you guys, did you say who you think will win the championship?
No.
Yeah, so for me, I think Spurs in 6. I mentioned, what do you guys think?
I feel like this is going to be the best basketball ever.
Yeah.
Because think about it, India.
Yeah.
Looking at New York Knicks fans, man, check it to our fans. The fans are so many. The fans are for lack of a better word, the fans are rowdy. Umana. Fans wanashikwa in the city of New York. Guys are going to prison.
Yeah.
Umana. Due to ya ku celebrate New York going to the finals.
Yeah.
Umana. And I also think this is where Wemby should show us that he's the second best player in the world this season.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not SGA. SGA only got it because, his team is winning.
So question, guys. If Wemby wins, if the Spurs
a 22-year-old,
if the Spurs win the NBA championship, number 1, number 2, he wins the finals MVP.
Of course.
Will he become the best player?
He'll definitely become the second best player in the world.
Second.
After?
Why second?
After Nikola Jokic, I mean.
Okay, but at least coming to next
Tuambie
season.
no kweli, Javan. You see, the reason why I'm saying this is what we are hoping Wemby to do right now. Nikola Jokic did it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic swept LeBron.
Yeah.
He swept Curry.
Yeah.
He swept who else? Donovan Mitchell. He swept everyone, bana. Jason Tatum and his circle, Akina Jalen Brown. Nikola Jokic swept everyone.
Yeah.
To get his first NBA ring.
Yeah.
It's so crazy when I usually watch that run.
Yeah.
Hey, see, that guy swept everyone, and it was evident.
Yeah.
I think the NBA should have put it as anonymous MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was his season.
For sure, it's crazy. Yeah, so we'll quickly go through the all NBA, actually all the other awards. Okay, we can get an opinion from Conrad. Conrad, who do you think is gonna win the championships? What did you say? Spurs.
For me, I'm rooting for Spurs.
Rooting, there's rooting for and who you think will.
Spurs.
Conrad?
I am rooting for Spurs.
But who do you think will win?
I want to say Spurs in 5. Okay, what I expect is Spurs in 5.
I actually said in 5, by the way.
What?
But
You said 6.
Initially I'd said 5. Okay, the reason I said 6 right now is because I don't think Knicks will only get 1 win. I really want it to be 5 because it will be at San Antonio.
You see why? Okay, I'm really rooting for Wemby.
Yeah.
But you see now, my problem is, on this other side, I'm rooting for someone who's never been to the finals.
Yeah.
And on this other side, I'm also rooting for somebody who's also never been to the finals. I'm in between choosing Wemby and Branson. I don't hate any of those
They're
guys.
amazing players.
They're amazing players. Alafu pia, you got to if Jalen Branson wins, he'll get a max contract because remember 2 years ago he got a cut contract. I think $100 million. Hakuchukua.
Damn. Oh, I remember that story.
Yes, hakuchukua $100 million, almost due $150 million. Hakuchukua 2 years ago. So now I think I really want Branson to win it because I really want him to get the max contract. $280 something million, ama 300. 5 years. After now on this other side, I'm just like, I really want Wemby to win. Wemby akiwin itaribu.
Itaribu, Brazil. Like, me, I'm thinking if Spurs win this series or this championships, it might become a Golden State Warriors situation. That run they had from, I don't know if it was 2015 to 18. Yeah,
yes,
it might become that.
The dynasty.
The dynasty. So I'll quickly go through all the other awards.
Oh yeah, before I was saying I think I want to say Spurs in 5.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks we're overlooking Knicks, and therefore I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way to 7.
7, yeah.
But the expectation is 5. From what I've seen, it's 5. But then again, I haven't seen much of Knicks, so that's my split opinion.
The Madison Square Garden will be crazy.
MSG.
Apparently, Donald Trump was invited. We'll see if he'll go there. I know he'll get booed so much, but
he can stay his orange self in his office, man.
Trump can actually go for. Actually, I want him to. I want the Knicks to lose while he's there. Crazy.
So be good for PR for him.
So
there's actually, I forgot. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Yeah. So this is more of the wrestling world. There's a wrestler called Danhausen. And Danhausen has been cursing teams that are against the Knicks. So he said he'll cast the Knicks and you know the crazy thing. No, he said he'll cast the Knicks if he doesn't get front row seats with Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. And as a wrestling fan, this is insane because it's a gag, it's a gimmick, it's an act. And it worked against the Cavs. He cast the Cavs because he's also feuding with someone else on TV who's a Cavs fan. And then I think Game 7, I think he said, so I think it's more of, it's a funny thing. It's a weird conspiracy. But even big fans of the Knicks, big fan pages are hopping on that thing and they're like, guys, Tebu give this guy his courtside seats.
Let me ask, is it WWE?
Yep. It's a guy who's painted a lot. It's called Danhausen. So it's like, I think so. It's more of I don't say niche, but the fact that it's crossed over to the NBA community as well in US. So they're like, if he casts Spurs and gets his seats, I don't know how far the gimmick goes, but it's also something I'm looking into. I'm like, this would be hella funny if he casts the Spurs and Knicks actually win. It would be really funny to me. But you guys, you should look into it even before tonight. I don't know. He's very active on Twitter, so. It's a very funny way for me to look at it as a huge wrestling fan.
Let's hope he's not given those seats.
Those seats.
I want the Spurs. And crazy, the MSG games in New York will be so crazy. Many celebs will come. Actually, did you see the average ticket prices in New York?
I haven't even seen them. I don't look at any American prices after the World Cup came out. I don't even look at them. Wait,
it's crazy. Let me just.
How much will courtside be?
The tickets go up. Courtside will go. Okay, what I'm seeing is there's $40,000. That's around
like 5M.
Yeah.
Hey.
Am I going to buy a Suzuki Alto? Am I going to get seats? Let's see. Wow!
Let me see courtside.
40,000, 40 G's, and they're not Kenyan G's.
Can you imagine?
Jesus is Lord.
Oh my God! Let me just see. Courtside will go up to two. This is crazy. It can go up to $320,000.
Courtside.
That's around 40 million shillings.
That should be in game 7.
Courtside. Yeah, it's what I'm seeing is game 6.
Okay.
Game 6. Yeah.
Bro.
It actually reminds me of, I know Conrad you into football. Have you seen the World Cup?
Those World Cup ones, honestly,
I was looking at one of the games. The cheapest was $7,000.
Yeah, do you know the crazy thing is?
What's happening?
Do you know the crazy thing is? Before you even get to World Cup seats, US stadiums are huge. A 7, like I don't even know if it's a cheap seat, like let's say $2,000, $1,000, or maybe even if you're lowballing $500. You're in what are you looking at, Fukoju, man? Like what are you? And then especially for someone who's traveling, you're going to have to pay for parking. Insane. You're going to have to pay for commuting if you don't have a car. If you do have a car, you're paying by the hour parking. You're paying for the seats. You're paying for the beverages because they won't allow vendors inside. So you're paying for the... And you see, the other thing is the fact that even if it's a 3-country tournament, even if it's a 3... even Canada won't be cheap. But the fact that it's US dominated after the knockout rounds... I could go on about it, but I hear anything to do with American seats, it's an issue with wrestling, it's an issue with MMA.
So like, it's crazy.
I will just stream it from the comfort of my phone, man. It's okay. It's not that serious, man. Hey, 40M. What?
40 million.
40M. That's like if we're talking to Daystar students as well, 40M is not even scratching the surface in terms of
money. Is that like
some fees, man? Exactly.
It can do
If you're looking at the courses in Daystar that pay a lot of money, nursing doesn't even scratch the surface with 40M. It doesn't even doesn't even goes a bit.
But that's for the high-end celebs. You might see Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, Rihanna's.
The thing I've thought about is that Dylan Brooks clip of him watching LeBron. Oh,
biggest hate.
That guy does not like LeBron.
biggest hate.
How much do you have to hate a person to get caught side?
It's even crazy because
he's at the hoop.
I mean, every time they match up with LeBron beats his team. So
yeah,
bittersweet kidogo.
I think even Olympics as well. Like watapatana pia internationally. I think FIBA World Cup is next year, but that's a story for another day. Yeah, that's insane.
I'll quickly mention the all NBA teams. The first team: Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic, Shai, Nikola Jokic, Wemby. Second team: Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell. Can you imagine? Third team: Jalen Duran, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson.
Hey. After that game 7.
Maxi, Jamal Murray.
Wait. After your game 7.
No, you know the...
It's regular season.
Yeah, it's a regular season.
It's a regular season award. But I mean, check it. That guy does not even deserve to be there. Because what's the point of... You see why I'm saying that? Because
he deserves.
Who Chet?
This guy got drafted in 2022.
Yeah.
This guy has been trying to get his way into the league for how many years now? 3 years into the league. 4 years into the league. Like ni kama amekuwa kitrai kutuonyesha yeye ni star.
Who Chet?
Yes, Chet. And all this time akitrai kutuonyesha yeye ni star.
When did Wemby join? Because they joined 23 the same year.
No.
They did. Remember a rookie of the year was between both of them.
No.
Let me check.
I think Chet joined in 22. Wemby joined in 23.
Just check. I honestly remember. Yeah, they officially debuted in the 2023-24 season. Chet was drafted second, while Wemby first. So that's why the rivalry has just always been like
so Chet was drafted second overall in 2022, then Wemby first overall in 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I always thought it was the same year. Okay.
But you see now, it's even crazier because
that's crazy.
There's no point of you getting so much hype because you're a 7-foot guy who can dribble, who can shoot, and all this time with all this talent, there's nothing you can do with that talent. I mean, look at Wemby. Wemby is an 8-foot alien.
Yeah.
He can shoot, dribble, dunk.
Block.
His IQ is so high. I mean,
passing range. I've seen some insane things.
So there's no point Nani kukua that team. Okay, I understand why the NBA awarded him the award, but I mean, I'll always be an OKC hater, especially when it comes to Chet Holmgren.
And
he's one of those players that every time I think about him, naonanga tu. There's no point of me paying you $35 million, and it's not even about the game 7 alicheza. Like every time I watch Chet, I just get peaceful. Like Chet is boring to watch.
Like honestly, I've liked Chet. I have liked him, like just as a player. But
he's just boring to watch.
Anyway, so we're almost done with the episode. So I'll just finish with the other awards. We got the Defensive Player of the Year of
Chet.
Nicole. Oh my God! Defensive Player of the Year was Victor Wembanyama. And then Most Improved Player, Nikola Alexander Walker. Sixth Man of the Year, Keldon Johnson. Clutch Player of the Year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach of the Year, Joe Mazzulla from Celtics. I felt that was nice. Executive of the Year, Brad Stevens of the Celtics Steel Hustle Award, Musa Diabate. Sportsmanship Award, Derek White. And Teammate of the Year, DeAndre Jordan. So, After the break, we're almost done. We will continue to finish up, to wrap it up. So guys, stay tuned and keep it locked into I Really Hoop Podcast, the number one basketball podcast in Kenya. We're back. So we're just about to conclude. We had a couple of topics, but the last thing I'll just leave with, I'll need thoughts of the Madina Okot and everything, especially from Ashley as a lady. How did you feel about her being the first ever Kenyan to be drafted as a first round pick, who was the 13th pick? From the South Carolina Gamecocks, now at the Atlanta Dream, which is the Atlanta Hawks affiliate. And she's a center, 6'6", representing Kenya, started here from Mumias, went to Kayatiwi in the Kilifi, went to Zetech University, went to KPA, and went to, before South Carolina, there was a uni she was in.
I don't know that. I only know of Carolina.
Before South Carolina, it's gone. But yeah, so just tell us from a female point of view, also as a basketball player, how did it make you feel, and what do you expect for her? That's basically how we're going to conclude the episode.
Okay, for me, I was actually impressed when I heard that Medina had been selected. It was the 13th place, right?
13th pick, first round pick.
Yeah. So I was actually impressed. But to be honest, that was the first time I heard of her.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Never heard of her, but her playing in the same team as Angel Reese, that must be so nice. Yeah, so I'm actually impressed, and I actually look up to her. As a basketball player myself. Yeah, so she has actually impressed me, and I could say she's my role model.
Amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. So Madina has inspired so many. We're really grateful for her. I got to know her back in 2022 through the 3x3 tournament at the Commonwealth Games. That's when I first got to know about her. Where I talked about her in I think episode 3 or 4 of the podcast with my former co-hosts. Shout out to them. And I just saw her rise. I just knew. Actually, I started saying she'll be in the WNBA in 2024. I said it, and she's done it. And now next thing we want the first Kenyan to make the NBA. Amaji, we need one. Just one. I don't know who's gonna make.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. Like I have to tell you guys the truth.
Yeah.
But your time ikifika, maybe I'll have grandkids.
Oh my God.
Maybe, yeah. I don't think someone will ever make it to someone from Kenya will ever make it to the NBA. Because let me tell you something.
Okay, what about of Kenyan heritage? Maybe his mother is American, he was born and raised in US, his dad is Kenyan.
Maybe that way, because think about it. This certain player who wants to make it to the NBA, na amezaliwa Kenya but ako majuu, is exposed to a lot of high level training that sisi hatuna.
Yeah.
You cannot make it from here, bwana. Tuambia no kweli. Madina had to go outside and get that type of experience.
Oh, in fact, her visa was denied, I think either 3 or 4 times. Can you imagine? 3 times.
No.
You know, most would have given up on the second time. So I'll play in Kenya. And that's how her story would have been. So,
and also that's the same conversation about Kenyan basketball. You see, NCT, the biggest problem NCT are having is there's no point of you winning locally and you getting ousted internationally. There's no point. Ni kama yani unakonga tu mnoma tukiwa pamoja. Ukienda huko nje ukiwa peke yako ni kama sasa unapoteza powers. It's not even making sense.
Unbeaten in KBF, beaten in BAL. That is the Ritu's slogan. Just to mention, as we close, the Rwandese team, RSSB won. Congrats to them. What do you guys think of that?
I personally cannot even act like Nico Awares. So I'm gonna pass it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presley.
Okay. I didn't watch the game, but lakini mimi I thought Petro was going to take it home.
Yeah.
Lakini
imagine they started with a 20-0 lead. 20-0 deficit in the first quarter. How?
But you see now,
and they blew the lead.
On this other team, kuna mtu mmoja who's very, very scary. This guy should make it to the G League. Randall should make it to an NBA.
From RSSB?
Yes. Randall should. Hey, that guy is
was it the MVP?
Yes, I think he was, yeah. Yeah, he won it. He won MVP. He's called
Craig Randall.
Yes, Craig Randall. Yes. That guy alitusumbua tukicheza naye.
All game.
Hey. You remember, I think he recorded 30 something against us.
I knew. I obviously knew. He's been to the G League. He's been to
the G League.
Yeah, Long Island Nets, the Brooklyn Nets affiliate. Even the Adelaide 39ers in Australia, Iowa Wolves, the G League affiliate of Timberwolves. He's been around France. And that's really nice. And he's in RSSB. So I think BAL is good because more people are getting to know about African basketball, their partnership with the NBA. And even in Kenya, if somebody in the Thunder hustles, goes crazy, just imagine in a utopia world, imaginary world, Thunder won the BAL. Do you know it would be easy for at least even one player to go to the G League?
It would be easy, yes. Lakini, let's be honest. Let's count how many years from that.
That might, let me say might, not will, might take a while.
Might take a while. Tuambie no kweli, guys. No, I mean, tuambie no kweli. Okay, fine. The problem with Kenya is, I hate to say this, but you see, the problem with Kenyan players is we don't have that type of skill set that's needed to play at the highest level. There's no way our best player who's a shooting guard atakuwa na warm up and shoot 6 threes in a row. Tunashtuka si what's happening. Umona. Now kwenye the best of the best shooters wanna shoot 25 threes in a row.
25. See, Curry warms up shooting the tunnel.
Yes. Umona. Specific NBA, there's no way. And it was Boise from I've forgotten his team. Boise shot 26 threes in a row. You need warm up.
26 threes in a row. Like,
yes. Last year, check your video last year. 26 threes in a row. You can imagine. So you want to tell me a Kenyan player wants to compete against Boise?
I know, right?
Around the clock. Mara kadhaa.
Makes sense. So this is skill set kombali.
What do you think is more likely? Which one's more likely to come? What's more likely to come first? A Kenyan in the NBA or a Kenyan F1 driver?
A Kenyan F1 driver.
Mira, tuwarushe tu huko.
A Kenyan F1 driver. Because NBA, when I think about it, Maze, you see, for someone to make it to the
even in the US, it's one of the careers that the 0 point, I don't know what's the number, 0.0.
I threw
extremely hard even for Americans.
I threw F1 in there because specifically F1 because it's 20. It's only 20 seats. Like you have to, you see, you find, I'm not counting reserve. We can give leeway for reserve drivers as well. So let's say on average 30 seats because each team has like 5 reserve drivers. So I feel like I put that in there because I was like, for the NBA, I have a feeling I wanted to say there's maybe a wider nini, especially that's why I asked Presley that because I was like, really in terms of the odds, like the odds in general, it's harder to get into F1, but it puts into perspective, especially hearing it now, how behind we are basketball wise for someone to believe that even with those slim odds, someone is more likely to make to F1.
That one I call cow. Here in Javan.
F1 and F1 and NBA
20 versus 500 players.
20 because let me tell you, even I don't think period. I think we've only had maybe 1 or 2 African drivers.
From South Africa, I'm sure.
Probably, and then the only time
you see now,
even hosting
from South Africa, it would make sense because South Africa, it's way advanced.
They want to host in the next 2 years.
No.
Grand Prix.
In the early 2000s, they've hosted once.
Wame host World Cup. What are we even saying?
Also, because in the next 2 years, the Kenyan government, okay, fine, I'm not ahead of the Kenyan government, lakini tuambia kweli, in the next 2 years, the Kenyan government would want to attract tourists in this country. And what's in here to be attracted? Or what's been here to be seen? Kuna wanyama, tukona a lot of beautiful things, mona.
Yeah, scenery.
Ona, let's be honest.
I thought you were saying Victor Wembanyama.
Hapana, let's be honest.
I mean,
ona, tuambieni kweli, the certain things celebrities wa nje hawatakuwa fascinated wakikuja huku in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Tuambieni kweli.
And I think when
That's what you think. It's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
Yeah.
But how many?
bored of the
But how
wildlife.
many? But how many times will you use that beauty as a card?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because South Africa have that beauty.
Yeah.
Now they'll have F1.
Yeah.
They'll have Olympic/World Cup level stadiums.
Yeah.
They have indoor arenas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think even
How many indoor arenas do you have?
we don't have a proper one. We don't have a proper one.
Kasarani.
Kasa and Kasa
It's
is
only
give or
used in BAL qualifiers.
and Kasa is give or take.
Yeah.
I mean, World Cup qualifiers for Kenyans, we have to go to Malawi to play them. We have to go to ZTZ because every time we're innovating. So I think even when it comes to NBA, it's a very, especially if we're to project, do you think in the next 20 years, a Kenyan can break that ceiling? Now a Kenyan man can break that ceiling and get there. Because Madina has.
Yeah,
Madina has because amepata hiyo experience majuu.
So the question is, why don't you think
A Kenyan anaweza pigwa na scholarship aende?
So well, they get a scholarship just as Madina
Absolutely.
did. Yeah.
That's the only way.
That's the only path.
Lakini unaona nini? You can be so good in Kenya. So good in Kenya.
Yeah.
Umeona?
Lakini
When you go out there,
Utapata sasa
you'll be
unaona?
shocked. Yeah.
And I know it's stereotypical to say, but the reason why Wanyama was successful in the Premier League, because apart from whatever else he did, alikuwa na nguvu excess. Alikuwa amekula ugali excess. And then now that became the drawing thing. That became the drawing factor. And then after that now, he went now to pursue his craft in other places of his games. But hapo kwa NBA by the way, it's a good question. I've never really asked myself that.
Unasema hivyo because when I look at our skill set as a country and when I look at our machinery as a country, ama when I look at our organization as a country, sindio, we are so way behind whatever we are trying to get to. Mona. Sisi, there's no way our own best, our best shooters watakuwa na shoot 10 threes in a row. Tunashanga what's happening.
Yeah.
Mona. Alafu tunaenda BAL tunapata boys is shooting 33s in a row around the clock, tunashanga damn, sisi hatuna skills. So what happens now? It's a skill set, according to us it's just a skill set.
Hopefully one time we're gonna get there. And I think that's the last, how we're gonna end it. Those ones who are listening and will be at Nyayo Stadium tonight, see you there. There are 2 games. Kenya select national team playing the Bravehearts team from Malawi. I'll be there. See you guys. And remember to like, share, subscribe to the Really Who podcast on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as Shine FM. Follow Shine FM 99.9 on Instagram, Shine FM on Facebook, TikTok and X. You'll find us there, Shine FM Digital or Shine FM 99.9. That was amazing. My first ever show, I Really Who podcast on Shine FM. That was episode number 26. See you guys next week, same time and same place. See you. Thank you.
Adios.
For listening. Adios.
Yes, sir.
I really hoop. You know how we do. I really hoop. You know how we do.